Hey everybody, welcome to another round of Canje Plays, and today we are traveling to Northrend, where we plan to take on the Lich King in World of Warcraft Wrath of the Lich King, a pandemic system board game by Z-Man Games. So, how we doing? Hey Steven, how's it going? How's it going? Wow, this will be great. I get the pun. I get the pun. Hey Adam, what's going? Pull up a chair, Steven, pull up a chair. Adam, welcome to the table. Welcome to the table. So I am a massive fan, and everyone says this, and I'm gonna be no different, but I'm a massive fan of World of Warcraft. Well, I was. When the game first came out, way back in the day, I was one of the vanilla players who started off in Stormwind. I was Alliance, so I started off in Stormwind and made my way through the story content all the way to Stratholme and all the good stuff that went with it. The game of World of Warcraft is like really near and dear to me. I invested a lot of time in it. When I got to higher levels, I actually went back into the Scarlet Monastery, and there are books that you can read that are on the library shelves. I actually went through those and read lore that came from it and build it out. It consumed a large portion of my time, which is great. I pulled up my chair. So that there was previously a World of Warcraft game, but it was kind of like I don't even know what to call it. Like the type of game it wasn't one that really drew me in. And then there was it's a small World of Warcraft, which was it was okay. It looked fine, but nothing really stick to the heart of the expansion I really liked. And the way that they went through it is there was Vanilla WoW with a bunch of updates, right? Then the first expansion was the Burning Crusade, where you went to Outland, or what was left of Outland, to take care of Illidan, which I don't even know why the characters did that in the first place, because Illidan was trying to help. Anyway, but after that expansion came this one, which I think is the best expansion that came out in World of Warcraft. In Skyrim, yeah. Hey, Kate. Hey, Dream Alchemist. Pull up a chair. So this one was really great for a number of reasons. It introduced new mechanics and new things that people hadn't seen before in a game. To be honest, they really didn't push through, and that was one. And there was so many numbers, but the reasons I love it was, first off, usually in games where you have to go fight the big bad evil guy or BBG, you have to take care of his minions, his generals, and all this other stuff, and then you get to the big bad, and then you fight him, and you beat him, and you win. Right? This game follows kind of that same formula, except Arthas, who is the Lich King, well, Ner'zhul is the Lich King, but anyway, he shows up from the beginning, and you see him throughout the entire game doing so many different things until you get to Icecrown Citadel in the finale patch where you fight him. But it's just, I don't know. I thought it was really cool that they did Canje. I thought it was really cool how they built this expansion. It was also that the other big thing was that they introduced the changing world mechanics, where when a new cutscene came, the world actually the shift that you were in, you actually saw the world shift to affect what happened. One that anyone who played World of Warcraft will remember is the Wrathgate, where Bolvar, Four Dragon, he basically, him and Saurfang's son, I can't remember his name because I didn't play Horde, started the first siege against Icecrown Citadel, the Wrathgate, where they were completely betrayed by Belmothras, and I forgot the other guy's name, who killed all of them. Like, he sabotaged the whole thing, and they took over the Undercity, and you had to go free the Undercity because Sylvanas lost it. And then from after that was over and the dragons came and burned everything, the entire scene shifted to now it was this wasteland of dead people and burned, charred, undead, and all this other stuff. And then it just kind of kept going as you step through. Like when you went to the area where Gundrak is. Like I said, my memory is VOG. VOG, thank you. Yeah, yeah. So, and then when you went through that area where Theorem's End and Gundrak and all that was, you watched as you walked your way to Gundrak, that the scene where it was this undead landscape shifted to where the Alliance and the Horde started pushing forward. And then it went even further, that the big part of it where you really saw the change was when you went to the Breach, and which was the other area that you went to come around the backside of Icecrown Citadel to get in there. You watched as the landscape changed, as you destroyed the Shadow Vault, as you destroyed Breach, as you took over the Breach, as you built the Argent Tournament. When you went to Onslaught Harbor, when you went to the Avalanche, you watched all that stuff change and shift as you played the game. And it was so different and so new that it just made the game better and better, because it's like, oh, I can actually see I'm making progress. And that's what made that game, to me, it was the first one to do it. It was a really great expansion. The story was fabulous. It was fantastic from beginning to end. The story was great. And then after this, and you beat the Lich King, World of Warcraft peaked, and then it started diving down. Cataclysm, where you had to fight Blackwing, was okay. Miss the Pandaria, a little bit of appropriation, but right. So it got a little bit of worse for wear. And then from that on, I think after Miss the Pandaria, there was the Legion, not the Burning Legion, where you had to finally fight Sargeras, and that was where Chris Metzen, the guy who wrote the lore for the game, plus others who helped as well, that was where their story ended. Was when you took down Sargeras, and then from there it took a massive nosedive. it took the most ridiculous. It took the most ridiculous nosedive that I've ever seen. It was horrendous. And they made the game simplified, so it's not that you had to know how to fight. You just stood there and you'll win. So they kind of put mechanics in, but it didn't matter. They put in this leveling system that's just like, okay, well, you don't have to go through any of the content, just play through it and you'll be fine, because and a lot of players said that they dumbed it down to for people who just because they wanted to get more subs, more money. So they dumbed down the game so that anybody could get in and play it, and it didn't matter your skill level, which caused a lot of problems in all their MMOs, because people who played WoW hopped into those and then they complained about WoW players. The looking for group and looking for raid channels became utterly toxic. If you're it stopped from being a place of, hey, let's work together, or hey, someone is not doing well, so let's help them skill up, or just let them know, hey, we're looking for people who are doing well, to this toxic place of people just yelling at you for no reason, cursing at you for no reason. It's just a game. So it got dumb. I'll say that. It got dumb quick. And then Activision bought Blizzard, and then Blizzard went downhill from there. So it was just bad all around, because Blizzard used to be one of those companies that if you no matter what they did, it was gold, because they would never give you release dates. They would just say it'll be out when it's out. Case in point, StarCraft 2. People wanted StarCraft 2. They craved it. They were like, why aren't you building this game? And all Blizzard said was, it'll be done when it's done. And everybody shut up. Right? And when the game came out, it was fantastic. It was a fantastic, well-made game. A lot of people might not like StarCraft or Diablo or all that. Diablo 2 was on point. 1 and 2 were great. 3 was okay. But 1 and 2 were great. So this was the type of company it was. It was the caliber. Like, I would say it got dumb. I know, right? I would say people who okay, for the board gaming community, companies like think of it for people who think companies like uh Hall or Nothing Productions or Chip Theory Games. You know, these companies that you're like, if they make a game, it's going to be good. They're going to put their heart into it. It's going to be really amazing. It's going to be great. I have no worries. They have great customer service. They care about the community. They do these great things. So people who have board gaming, IP companies that make board games that have that mindset. And I think, like I said, Chip Theory Games and Hall or Nothing Productions, who really care about the community, who love the community, who put everything they got into their games. They have passion for it. It's just fantastic. So think of that. And then have them get bought by a big name company like Asmodee. All right. And then Asmodee says, I don't want you to focus on quality anymore. We just want money. And so then you just see this degrade. And that's what World of Warcraft was. When it got bought by Activision, it just degraded into garbage. And then, you know, Blizzard had a lot of there was stuff that came up about the Me Too movement. There was stuff that came up about sexual harassment in the workplace. It just got really toxic. It got really, really toxic, and it, it was sad to see a company that I invested so much time in meet that end. Then the original creators of Blizzard, they had left. They had left. They went on to other companies to do their own projects, so they're retired. And it was no longer their company. They sold and left because that's not what they envisioned and that's not what they saw. So Blizzard has turned to crap, basically, is what I'm saying. And I feel bad for the young, you know, the developers that are there who are giving it their all, who are really trying to turn that ship around and say, hey, I work for this company. It's really great. Well, it's not really great, but I work for this company. I like what, you know, I want to make something great. And it just kind of falls, like they're not empowered, or they don't have that power to be able to make that happen because all the higher ups care about is money, right? And no one realizes that if you make something good, you will make money. If you make something that if you care about your community, people will come to you and you will make money. It's like this is something that happens when you get to sea level that just seems to fall away, where it's like, okay, if I treat people like decent human beings, they'll make money, they'll have investment into this company, and they'll have buy-in into the product that they're making, which means they'll want to make it great, which means that the company will succeed and I will make money. But that they don't think that way for some reason. Oh, don't get me started on Bungie. Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like when Activision gets in, if Activision buys a company that makes a game you like, you won't like it anymore. I'm just letting you know that it's my opinion. I could throw facts at it, but it's my opinion. It's just think about that. And I want people who are developers. I mean, whoever the hell, you know, who cares to watch this later and listen to my rant is. I want people who are developers, people who you know, even if IP companies care about my opinion, it's just more think about the community, right? Care about them, they'll love you back. Community's great. We're not you know, money hoarding people who just says I will only invest if there's 10 billion minis. Give me a good game. And when there's a problem, have the customer service to back it up. And you will make money. God. Anyway. Only one rant per video. But that's the thing that just kind of I don't know. What they did to Blizzard eats me up because it was so revolutionary. I mean, if you think back to even the base game, the base vanilla World of Warcraft, metrics came out of that game that were used by the CDC to do metrics on how a pandemic spreads through World of Warcraft. Through it, there was an incident where a bug, which was a disease, basically what it was when you went to, I can't remember the name of the raid, but when you went to no, it's not Zuldrak. I forgot what it was called. I think it might have been Zuldrak. It was Zuldrak. And what happened was a monster Zuldrak would apply a debuff to your characters, which basically means a damage over time thing, right? And so it would apply to your characters, and it would kill your characters eventually. Here's the cool thing. One of the bugs that was missed was that if a hunter took a pet in there and it was applied to the pet, when the character died and the pet vanished, it never got off the pet. So when you left Zuldrak, I think it was Zuldrak. I think that's what it was. It was still on your pet. So this disease, right? So it's like a virus. This disease was still on your pet, and it stayed on your pet. It didn't come off. So what happened was someone took their pet to a capital city like Stormwind or Ironforge or the Night Elf Starting Zone, the World Tree, right? And someone took it there, and it spread to the NPCs, to the guards, to everyone in the NPCs. It even made its way to Westfall, and all of them started dying. And whenever they died, whenever they rezzed, they still had it. So it was like you actually watched a pandemic spread through World of Warcraft, through the capital cities, throughout the entire world, because one person would have it on their pet, and it would transfer to another pet, and they would take it someplace else. And so the CDC actually used that data to kind of track some things. That's how important that's how big that game was, because it was so widely used that it devastated servers until a patch was found to solve the problem. So yeah, so Blizzard was ahead of its time. You are exactly right. And that's where I was like, it was just so sad to see them fall, because they were great. They were great at the time. Now you can play Hearthstone, but World of Warcraft, Diablo, I have hopes on Diablo 4. Hopes, but I know, right? I have hopes on Diablo 4, but I can't say for certain. StarCraft's pretty much done. The story's wrapped up. So I don't foresee them making another StarCraft game. They have Heroes of the Storm, which I'm not into that stuff. But I guess all that's really left at this point is Hearthstone. Here for that. Okay. I ranted my heart away. World of Warcraft is the greatest expansion for a MMO ever created, and I will stand by that until someone can dethrone that. And I think probably someone who played Final Fantasy XIV might disagree with me, but I just think it was just way ahead of its time. So, anyway. All right. Okay, so we're going to be playing this game. Let's get some information. Then let's get down to the table. My rant is over. Blizzard, do better. Okay, so 40 more minutes. Oh, World of Warcraft, Wrath of the Lich King. It's a re-implementation of Pandemic, and it is in a way. It's not full Pandemic. It has you'll see the Pandemic in it heavily, but it has its own feel. Survive against horde of undead on Azeroth to face off against the Lich King, which is great. 1 to 4 community says 1 to 4 player, but best played solo. I completely agree. I've played this game 3 times. I've died all 3, and it's been fun. 45 to 60 minutes. That's a damn lie. It is a lot longer than that, but I may die in 30 minutes because I gotta roll dice. However, these are not the dice like Arkham Horror or Mansions of Madness. These dice are like Altar Quests, where you never really fail. So we'll see. Community says 5+ can play it. I agree. A 5-year-old can play this game, but it's still fun. And the weight is about a 2.14, which is true. There's not the rules make sense, and you'll see them as I go through them with you. So designed by Justin, Alexander, and Michael. I will not butcher your last names. Artists by Atha, and published by Z-Man Games, who does the Pandemic series. So I hope that they make another World of Warcraft where they stick with games and the people who make these games refine it to something amazing. Okay. Oh, I will never get to that level. So anyway, that was my rant. It gets me all hot and bothered just thinking about what happened to WoW, because I sunk so much hours into that game, and I'm so mad that they ruined it. That's why I'm mad about that. Okay. Down the table. Okay, so we've got the game set up here, which is, like I said, you see connecting locations like a Pandemic game, and when we start placing the Scourge, we'll deal with that as well. However, there's some differences, right? What we have to do, like in Pandemic, is completing missions. What we have to do is we have to defeat 3 dungeon bosses, and when we beat those 3, Icecrown Citadel opens up, and we take on Arthas, the Lich King. So I just put him here for right now. That's not where he's going to start. But this area, which is Icecrown Citadel, is locked off for us. And these are separated into 3 zones of red, green, and purple. So these are where the bosses, the bosses which are going to be on these spaces, could be in any one of those. And when you beat the bosses, you get these cards. If we so how do we win? Beat the Lich King. Beat all 3 bosses, then go to Icecrown and beat the Lich King, which is on this card here, right? This one right here. So I'll flip that card over, and then we will have to do a series of rounds to beat the Lich King, or we die. We'll see how that goes. How do we lose? Okay. If this is the despair track, as the Alliance and Horde feel despair from the overwhelming numbers of the undead, of the Scourge. If this track, which is this guy right here, I know it looks the same, but it's that guy right there. If this despair track reaches this, I lose. If all my characters, no, I keep resetting. So if this hits the despair track, I lose. If I run out of cards, I lose. So many ways to lose. If my characters die, I don't lose, but the despair track does go down if my character dies. So I gotta make sure to keep them alive. And I'll introduce them in a second. And the game's played over a series of rounds, which you just have to kill Scourge, complete these missions, and try to survive as you go. They work, Kate, they work. That wasn't despair. That was just pure utter depression. I like the Marvel Champions trackers because they just work for everything. They make sense. They're not dice that you can't, what number is that on? So you can plainly see what they are. So yeah, they definitely work. They definitely work. Okay, so let's get started with setup. So first off, we take a look. These are the reward cards that you get for beating a boss. So we'll just shuffle these up and take 3 of them. And basically, once you beat a boss, you immediately get this card, and then you can use it based on its criteria at the bottom. It can range from heal everybody to full to kill something. So it all depends. I haven't seen them all. I didn't read through them all. I just played 3 times, and I've only killed 2 bosses. So we put them in their locations here. So those are our 3. Replayability. Take these, put them back in the box. Then we look for, so here, for the purple area, we shuffle these, and this is going to be the boss that you face here. So we can face Kel'Thuzad, King Yimmeron, or Hellion. And so anyone who played Wrath of the Lich King knows who they are, and I will not bore you today with the lore because I know all the lore of Northrend. Okay, I know. So we'll shuffle these up, and then we'll let fate decide. I'll put those 3 out there. I thought I had a die. I do not. That's high, so I'll pick. Okay. And, oh, sorry, I put it the wrong way. We flip this over. It is Wormrest Temple, which is here. So we take the purple quest token. That is where the quest is. And then we do it again for the red. Shuffle those up. Where's my force die? I'm sad now. I can't find it. Thought I had it around here somewhere. All right, so let's just do 1 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 20. 1. Not 1. Azul Narub, we're going to be fighting Anubarak, which is one of the undead spiders. Azul Narub is right there. Azul Narub. Azul Narub. We going for a win today to beat depression. You just need to win it. Alright, so these out. 1 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 20. What do we got? 6. Middle one. We are fighting Galdara at Gundrak. Which will be tough. And the game recommends to fight Yogg Saron and all that other stuff, but alright, so Gundrak is here. I know the location so well. We grab these tokens and we put them here, here, and before I show you, let me show you what the cards look like. And we pull them up. So it says, during quest actions here, roll 1 fewer die. Awesome. But you see this stuff on the track? So basically these are successes I make, and I make my rounds all the way through to get here, and when I get here, I defeat the boss. So it's kind of like just doing a dungeon crawl. Okay, so that is done. Then we grab these lovelies and give them a shuffle. So those are our quests. And I will introduce our characters, where they land, and all that other good stuff. So we give these... Oh yes, look at the shuffling. Is getting better? Maybe? Alright. So what do? We draw the first card. So this is the... this is based in Pandemic. This is the deck that where you spread the plague or whatever. That's what this deck is. So we flip over the first card, and it says Therim's End. And when Therim's End, when we pull that card, we take 3 Scourge, put them there, and then the Lich King will go wherever this color is, which is purple, which is where he started, right here. What that means is if these enemies attack you, because the Lich King is here exerting his influence, then you will take 1 extra damage. That's what that means. And he's going to move and move and move as things go. Then we flip over the next one. I really wish I had shuffled these better. Amberpine Lodge, where the werewolves are. We put 3 there. Then the next 3 cards, we put 2. So we flip over the Shadow Vault. We put 2. Because I know this area so well. Frosthold, we put 2. Okay, and then finally, Grizzlemaw. I haven't drawn a single red one yet. Grizzlemaw, which is here, we put 2. Then the next 3 we put 1. Gundrak gets 1. Warsong Hold, the first red one, yay, gets 1. And Onslaught Harbor, where the Scarlet Crusade live. Alright, finally, the last thing we do, 1 more card, and that's where the first abomination is going to go. There are 3 abominations in this game. If you run out and you can't place any, despair. So you want to kill them as soon as you can, and they're the ones that wander and hurt you. Wormrest Temple. So you place an abomination, yay, Wormrest Temple. And he falls over. Alright, that should be the first 9. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Yep. And that is the discard. So the Scourge discard, the Scourge deck. So every single round, or after every player goes, I'll pull a card and we will spread the lovely gloom. So, then we start building up our deck from what we're going to draw to. Oh gosh. That epic win in Gloom. Wow. Yeah, that was an epic win in Gloomhaven. So we're going to shuffle these up and we're going to build this deck out. And how we're going to build this deck, if people who've played games like Veilraid will understand this shuffle setup. Okay? So what do? We make, because we're playing in normal mode, we make we make 6 decks that we're going to do. So basically what we do is we're going to move these dice and put out 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then just keep filling it up. Oh, wait. Shoot. Sorry. Almost messed up. Let me reshuffle that for a second. We draw 4, then we do this. 4 will be my starting hand. We got to draw 4 first. So we draw 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we put out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we do this. And you just make 6 piles. And just fill it out however you want. I've never played Pandemic before. So if you see any Pandemic-esque things, then that's what you're looking at here. Okay. So we got our 6 piles. What we do is, you see these Scourge Rises. These are the terrible cards that are going to hurt. We don't need to shuffle them because they all say the same thing. Basically, when you draw these cards, things just get bad, right? And this is how I lost. So we just flip these over and place 1 on each one of these, returning the rest to the box. Then we have Strongholds, which are great for you. It helps if you need to heal. It gives you +1 heal, and they're also flight points, so you could fly from one stronghold to the other instead of having to walk throughout the map. And you get to place them wherever they are. So when I draw these cards, I'll show you. So you place those 3 on the first top. Then you just shuffle these up and stack them on top of each other. Your shuffling's getting better. I hope so. I hope so. You say that and then I almost dropped the card. So you shuffle these up. And then you just place them, stacking them one on top of the other. But you don't shuffle the final deck at all. That would just be horrible. So that means that every single time you go through it, you have a chance of drawing that as time goes on, and it gets worse and worse and worse. Okay, so the first 4 is our starting hand, and I'll show you what those cards are and how they work. Shuffle these up, and I know people who do the videos probably fast track this because they're like, nobody wants to watch me shuffle. I want to watch you shuffle. I care. Don't I matter? Okay, so boom, and then the top one. Kate's new goal. No, Kate. No, don't do it. Don't do it. My pocket can't afford that lifestyle. All right, so this is our deck that we're going to be drawing from at the end of each player's turn. But we start off with these set of cards, right? So a couple things about these cards. See these symbols here? There's like the heal bottle or the axe or whatnot. Those, you can contribute 1 per character as well as your dice rolls to successes to walk through these dungeons. That's what those symbols mean. But they also have abilities. And it says like this one, heal. As a free action means not spending one of my actions. Mern and Terra, free action. Any hero on your space rests and heals +1. So rest means you roll the dice, and for any successes, you heal +1. So you can burn those cards. Or if you're fighting, you can contribute this to a fight after you roll the dice if you need it. There are defend ones in there as well as movement ones, which help. So this is our starting hand, and you can only have up to 7 cards in your hand at a time. Let me put them in a place where they can really. So you can only have 7 cards at a time in your hand. Otherwise, you just have to discard, right? So this is Northrend as we have to deal with it. Now we select our players. Well, I've selected the wonderful ladies of World of Warcraft to help us with it. Lady Liadrin, who is the Blood Knight Matriarch. If you played Burning Crusade, you know who she is, because after Kael'thas was kind of killed, she took over. So she is going to be the Blood Knight Matriarch, and she has, hold up a card. She has some abilities. This one that says Indomitable. When a ghoul would be placed on your space or connecting space, you may suffer 1 damage to prevent that ghoul placement, so you can slow down. But she also has this thing called Lay on Hands. When any hero on your space or connected space rests, they heal +1, so she helps them out. She has 7 health. My blade burns with holy fire. And then a little bit of her backstory of who she is, as well as where she starts. Starting space, she starts on Dalaran, and she's part of the Horde. The Blood Elves, so she starts there. Our next one is Sylvanas. Sylvanas Windrunner. So she has her own this action because she is the she was the Ranger General, now she's the Banshee Queen, but she's an archer. So it says for an action, fight on a connected space as if you're in that space. You do not suffer damage during this action, limit once per turn. And then she has this Will of the Forsaken. During your own actions, when you play a fight or defend card, heal 1. She has 6 health. When you flip her over, a little bit about her backstory, and she starts on Vengeance Landing. And she too, part of the Horde. A lot of women part of the Horde. Then we have the well-known Jaina Proudmoore, the Archmage. You asked for it, so she has an action, teleport, move directly to any space up to 4 away, limit once per turn, and she has frost armor, so she automatically gets a shield in a fight. She has 6 health, a little bit of her backstory, and she starts on Valence Keep. She is part of the Alliance. That's where she starts. I will not let you get that song stuck in my head. So this is how we begin. Now, if you want to check out who's left, and I have these here just in case, you have Moradin Bronzebeard, which is the Dwarf King of Ironforge, who is there. You have Thrall, the War Chief of the Horde, former now. You have Tyrion Fordring, for people who say fording, it's not fording, it's Fordring. Tyrion Fordring, who is the High Lord of the Argent Crusade. He is the one that brought down Arthas in the end, according to the story. And you have Varian Wrynn, the King of Stormwind. So these are the starting characters that you have. If you have, I think there's a promo set that comes with an extra character, which was Moradin, not Moradin, the one who's part of the Explorers Guild, the other Bronzebeard brother, who he is part of it as well. So we got the first player token. How this game is supposed to be played is the person who traveled the most north, which is me in a 1-player game, goes first. And it goes in order, so there's no, you can pick whoever goes. When I say who goes first, that person will always be, it'll go in that order. So it'll go like, if I pick Jaina, it would be this, then, and moving up. If I pick Sylvanas, it's whatever order I put it in, that's the way it's gonna be. Okay. So, problems. Well, she is closest to a quest, which is Lady Liadrin. And we want to deal... Does Alan Moore like board games? I don't know who Alan Moore is. I don't know that one. So she is close to an abomination. An abomination, which is I need to be able to take care of. So I'm going to let Lady Liadrin go first. She will go first. Each character gets 4 action. Yay, 4 action. But they will go by quickly as I play them. So my first action is going to be to move. Hop, right here. My second action is going to be to fight. Let's talk about fighting. We got dice. We got dice to roll. The graphic novel guy, Canje. I don't. I got nothing. I got nothing. Oh, he wrote V is for Vendetta. Okay. I never knew anything. I watched the movie, but I knew nothing about the story before the movie. So, sorry. Sorry. So when you're gonna fight, you're gonna roll some dice. And you will roll, let me make it zoom in. Fists or shields. That's all that's on this dice is fists or shields. There's no misses. Unless you roll 2 shields, then you. But basically, combat happens this way. So I'm gonna roll this dice. To kill Abomination, I need to hit it 3 times all together. So it's not, they don't stack damage. It's not, okay, I hit them once this round, once this other time, and then once this other time and I win. You have to hit them for 3 in one shot, or else no go. Okay, so we're gonna bring out ye old dice rolling tray. Yay! And I'm gonna fight. Alright, so I rolled a fist and a shield. A fist and a shield, so that's 2. And you're like, oh, you failed. You didn't do it. Aha! That's what these cards are for. So I'm going to contribute this fight card that says +1 fight to any fight on your space. That makes it 3. So I hit him for 3. If you kill them, they don't hit back. So I killed him. He gone. So that was my second action. And this goes into this card. I'll turn it sideways so I don't pick it up. So that was my second action. My third action, and the actions that you can do, you can move, as you just saw. You can fight, as you just saw. You can quest, which I'm about to do, and then you can rest to get health back. So I'm at Wormrest Temple here with Halion, and it says, after each quest action, 1 hero on this space discards 1 card. Plus, you see this damage number here, that 2? That means every time I quest, I suffer that damage. I just take it in the face. So I'm going to quest on this space. So I'm going to roll these dice, once again, to say how that's going to go. I've got a fight and a fight. Those are successes, which means I could tick this down 2 spaces and be good. However, here's the cool thing. Well, you see, the thing is this. I can contribute 1 card with not losing it. I'm just saying I'm contributing the symbol to a quest action without losing the card. Let me show you what that means. I rolled 2 successes, right? And you can do it before or after you use your successes. So I would need 2 of those green symbols or a green symbol to use it. But however, I got 2 successes, so I moved down 2. 1, 2. And then I'm going to contribute this heal symbol, which is the next symbol to it. I don't lose the card, I just contribute it. So I can move it down 1 more. And you could do that for each character, 1 card per hero. So if I had Sylvanas was on here, I could contribute 2 and move it down even further. If all 3 of the ladies were on here and I had a defense shield, I could do 3 cards and still keep it. Does that make sense? So I move it down 3, and then it says, okay, well, I have to discard a card because that's what the ability says. Okay. Well, I know I'm going to need another heal card, so I'm going to discard this fight. I have to do it. And then I'm going to suffer 2 damage because I didn't roll any shields to block that. However, nope. She's the one with the shields. So I suffer 2 damage, so I go down to 5 health. That was my third action. That was questing. Thank goodness you have a way to mitigate your dice rolls. I know, right? So, I'm going to quest 1 more time. So this was action number 4, my final action. I'm going to quest again. I rolled a shield and 1 success. So that means I'm going to use a success, and then I'm going to commit the same symbol again to move there. And he's going to hit me for 2, but I have a shield, so I block 1, so I only take 1 damage going down to 4. And that is my turn. I use 4 actions. Move, fight, quest. And that's my turn. When my turn ends, we follow these specific steps. And it's per player. Not everybody gets to go and then you do it, or else the game would be super easy. You draw 2 cards from the top, 1, 2, together. You reveal them together, which is 2 more fight cards. Oh, I'm supposed to discard a card. Sorry. Supposed to discard a card. Then you reveal 2 cards. It says, where's the link in the description to those Etsy help dials by Freaky Fantasy Guild or something? They did a good thing with it. I think it's fantastic. So I draw 2 cards, right? Then I spawn ghouls. So I grab this top card, and it says Terrace of the Makers are going to get some ghouls. How many ghouls do I spawn? Well, we look over here to the Scourge track, right? So that one says 2. That's where that is. As it moves up, more ghouls come. So I spawned 2 ghouls at Terrace of the Makers. Cool, cool, cool. Then, if there are any abominations on the board, they activate. Well, there aren't any because I killed the only one. And what they do, they move 1 space and attack. Okay, cool. That ends her turn. Who will go next? Sylvanas. So, Sylvanas, remember, as an action, she can shoot 1 space away. So she's going to start cleaning up some of this mess because in Pandemic, you know, if you don't clean up the mess, it's going to get ugly. So she's going to use her first action to shoot those 2. I rolled a fist and a shield. That means 2. These things only take 1 damage, so I kill them both. That's her first action. Second action. Third action, and let's talk about combat when you're in range. So I gotta hit. Ooh, it's gonna be scary. Here we go. Hey, so I rolled 1, 2. I'm gonna commit this fight 1 card again for 3. So I hit all 3 of them. If one of them would have been left alive, they would have hit me back, which means I would have used my shield to block that 1 damage and take whatever else is there. So I cleared them out. So that was my third action. Oh, and it says during your own actions when you play a fight or defend card, heal 1, but she's at full health, so she's good. So my fourth action, I probably need to go clean this up. She's going to be my cleanup person. I'm going to move to I'm going to move to... Because Noxramas would then have to go to Drakthorn Keep. Or I could go to Grizzlemaw, then Chorus to start heading over here, but kill them. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll go back to Grizzlemaw. That's my fourth action. So quick, right? 1, shoot. 2, move. 3, move. Wait. 1, shoot. 2, move. 3, move. 4, fight. I don't have another action. So, action 1 to shoot. 2 to move. 3 to move. 4 to fight. I'm done. I didn't have that. I was done. Alrighty. So what do we do at the end of her round? Draw 2 cards. Oh, look! Fun already! So we get our heal card, and then we look at the Scourge Rises card. This card sucks! So, this card does a number of horrible things. First, we advance the Scourge track by 1. Then, we draw the bottom card of the Scourge deck. Which is Vault of Archivon. We fill it with 3 ghouls. We move the Lich King to that area. That's where he goes to. We spawn 1 abomination there as well. Yay! Then, discard this card, remove it from the game, basically. Then we take this entire deck, shuffle it up. This is where things get fun. Shuffle it up. And put it back on top of the Scourge deck. So, big fun. Big fun. So you see Therm's End that I didn't get to clear. If I draw that card, which knowing me, I will. So we put those back on top. Boom. And that's a Scourge Rising. But you would be like, oh, well, that's not too bad. Oh, but it is, because that was my card draw action. The next one, I spawn ghouls. So I have to pull the top card of this, flip it over, The Shadow Vault. Uh-oh. So, the Shadow Vault. Let's talk about what happened. So how many ghouls go there? 2 from the Scourge track. Well, I put 1 ghoul there, which puts it to 3, and then I'm about to pull another one, which is 4, but then it's like, nope, you can't put the 4th one. The place becomes overrun. So when you get more than 3, the place is considered overrun. What you do in that case is they kind of the 4th one congeals together and turns into that, and then the despair track goes down by 1. So basically, they can only have a max of 3 on there. If you were to place a 4th ghoul on there, don't place the 4th ghoul. Drop the despair track for how many ghouls that you couldn't place, and then spawn an abomination in its place. Yay! Things are getting terrible already. So, then that's the spawn ghouls phase. Then the abominations activate, and they move towards the closest person. Well, you're going to move there, and the closest person is once again there, so you're going to move there. Reign of Cthulhu? I'll have to check it out. Yeah, I've never played Pandemic, ever. So I have no idea. This is the first time I've played a Pandemic style game. And because it says World of Warcraft on it, I did. Okay, my turn. Jaina's turn. Jaina can't shoot stuff from far away. I can move in, attack that abomination, because I don't need 3 abominations out, but I gotta start clearing stuff, especially since that deck is back. Theorem's End. Vault of Archivon. All these spaces are dangerous. Dang it. It's already a bad situation. I can use my teleport to get the Vault of Archivon. It'd be the same as moving. Or I could move, fight, move, fight. Let's do that. So I'm going to move here to the Vault of Archivon to fight this creature. I rolled 1, 2, commit a fight for 3, kill you. So that's 2 actions. And then I'm going to move here and fight again. Come on. Come on. Yes. I got 3. So I kill all 3 of these. That was my... This scares me. Abomination's coming right back. I know it. So that's my 4 actions. Move, fight, move, fight. Okay. So that ends her turn. Let's do it. Let's do it. I bet you anything is Theorem's End. I bet you. Amberpine Lodge. Ooh, goodness. Okay, Amberpine Lodge is here. They don't attack her when they come out. They only attack when she attacks. Okay, and then Abominations move. Oh, yep. And then I didn't draw my 2 cards. Didn't draw my 2 cards. 2 cards. I got a Stronghold and a Defend. So let the Abomination move. Okay, Strongholds. When you draw a Stronghold card, it says immediately use it, which means to place 1 Stronghold in any space without a quest token. So these are Strongholds, and I get to put them anywhere that doesn't have a quest token. I'm going to put 1 right here, where I am. Yeah, that's where I'm going to put it. No, it's not where I'm going to put it. I'm going to put it here. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so, and then the Abomination moved, and I'm good. So I got a Defend card and 2 heals. That ends her turn. Ooh, arf. Oh, wait, I already did that. I spawned at here and did all that. Okay. Back to the top, Lady Liadrin. Lady. Oh, I don't want to discard a card. Now we need to mitigate some stuff. 1, 2, 3, fight. It's too scary. I got 1 shield. And 1 fist. That means I'd only kill 1. They will attack me back for 1 each. I have 1 shield to block. So I take 1 damage. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4. That was it. Shoot. That's awful. That was not successful. I'm going to do a free action to heal. I'm going to burn this card. As a free action, any hero on your space rests and heals +1. So basically to heal, you roll these dice. I got 2 successes, so I heal 2 +1. So I go up to 6. Because I have a feeling an abomination is about to punch me in the face. So then I draw 2 cards. I got a fight card and a heal card. Then I spawn ghouls. Vault of Archivon. Spawn 2. Thank goodness I cleared those out. They don't attack me, remember, it just happens when I attack them. Okay, then the abomination moves, and he does attack me. And he hits me for 1, but remember my frost armor, I have 1 shield, so I don't take any damage. Okay. Now, that was Lady Landren. Sylvanas. 1, 2. Yeah, let's do this. 1, and you can move out of spaces with those. 1, 2, 3. Action to move there. To shoot there, sorry. I got a shield and 2. Gets rid of those 2. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll end her turn. I draw 2 cards. I got 2 fights. So we've got 2, 4, 6 cards. Cool, cool. We need to get back here and finish this. Okay, then we spawn. Terrace of the Makers. Dang it. Okay, so Terrace of the Makers. Supposed to put can't. Spawn Abomination. Despair. Then they move 1. And you attack for 1, but I got my frost armor. You're going to attack for 1. Who's going to take it? I'll let Leandrin take it for 1. That ends her turn. Jaina's turn. Well, mitigating stuff. Mitigating. Attack. A fight and a fight. And I'm going to commit these 2 cards, because you can commit as many cards as you want. So I'm going to commit those 2 cards. So that is a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And notice it says 2 there, and I'll hold this up for you to see. See? 2 fight. So that's 5, so I can clear all of them off. That was my first action. Oh, wait. She would have taken some extra damage. Sorry. Because the Lich King was here, the first time he hit it would have been 1, it would have been 2. And then the second time he hit him, it would have been 1, it would have been 2. So she'd have been down to 4 health. Oopsie. Okay. Shadow Vault's not good. So that was her first action. Her second action, she's going to teleport. And it says to teleport, her ability, move directly to any space up to 4 spaces away. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's her second action. Third action is to fight. Or I was here. 1, 2, 3, 4. It wouldn't have been enough. I got a fist and a shield. Oh, I'd hate to burn this, but I don't feel like taking any damage, and I want to wipe them out. I think I'm going to burn the 2 ones here as well to kill them all. That was her third action. 1 to fight, 2 to teleport, 3 to attack, and 4 would be... Let's move back. We'll move here and start there next round. Good job, Jaina. Good job. Draw 2 cards. A defend and a travel. I can use that travel as a free action to move 2 spaces for free, but on her turn next. Okay, draw. Theorem's End, there it is. So, 2. You come back. Then Abomination's going to hit here because the Lich King doesn't have influence in this area. It's 1 hit. I will let Sylvanas take that. 5. And now it's Lady Leandrin's turn. Well, Lady Leandrin going to do what Lady Leandrin do. She's going to fight for 2. I can't kill the Abomination, but I'm darn sure I'll kill this. But the Abomination's going to swing back, but I have a shield, so it blocks 1. That's her first action. Her second action. This is what happens when we run out of fight cards. Sylvanas, you might have to deal with that. Her second action is going to be to move. Her third action is going to be to fight. 1, 2. Killing 2 of these. She's going to take 1 damage from that one. No shields. Going down to 4. So it was 1 fight, 2 move, 3 fight. 4 is going to be to fight again. That's easy kill. She'll then use a heal card. He heals for 2 + 1, 3, going up to full health. Cool. Okay. That ends her turn. Draw 2 cards. A defend and another stronghold. So we get to place another stronghold. I'm gonna put 1 at the Vault of Archivon. Which means the next Scourge card is coming. Okay, Warsong Hold gets 2. That's filling up. So you see, it's this thing of mitigation while you have something to take care of. It's crazy. Alright, Abomination, you're gonna hit her for 1. Arthas is not over that area. And next up is Sylvanas. I hate to take a hit for this, but maybe I can hit him for 3. Maybe. I gotta kill him. Let's see if we can. Nope. I got 2. Dang it. So he's gonna hit me for 1. I'm gonna use my action to shoot those 2. And I got 2 again, which kills them. Okay. So that's 2 actions. I need to get away from him. He's gonna kill her. 3, 4, so we can finish up this quest. Leandrin will take care of him. And that ends my turn. I draw 2 cards. There it is. Scourge rises. So, Scourge track goes up. Draw the bottom card. Drakthorn Keep gets 3. The Lich King moves here. And spawn an Abomination there as well. Discard this card, shuffle this deck, and place it back on top. Hey, Dan. Oh, gosh. This is going to go south fast. So now 3 things are spawning each turn, so overruns can happen very easily from this point on. I need to get back and finish these quests. That's the main goal. It's just mitigating these things so despair doesn't happen. Then we spawn ghouls at the Shadow Vault, which I just cleared, thank goodness. But since it's no longer 2, it's now 3 of them there. Then Abominations move. Boom. And I take a hit for 1. Sylvanas is in a bad state. I was supposed to use the heal at the end of her turn. That's what I was supposed to do, and I didn't. I'm going to do it now. I was supposed to use the heal at the end of her turn. I forgot. She heals for 4, going back up to 6. Okay. Then the Abomination moves, and because the Lich King's here, he's gonna hit her for 2, taking her down to 4. Okay. Yay. Yep. Now it is Jaina's turn. She is going to move to the shadow. Everything she does now is a problem. The Shadow Vault already got filled. She's going to teleport here, and then she's going to fight. 1, 2, 3, taking them all out. That was her 2 actions. Action number 3. Action number 4. We gotta start working on this stuff. And that will end her turn. Draw 2 cards, which is a defend and a heal. I need some attack cards. Alright, so Sylvanas is in a bad way. We spawn at Theron's End. 3 of them are going here. See how worse it gets over time? They just start to build up on you. Then activate Abominations. She's gonna take 1. She's gonna take 2. Going down to 2 health. Okay. Then it goes to Lady Leadred's turn. My god. I'm not confident in my roll skills for this. Wow, this is a problem. I don't feel like getting hit by this thing. 1, fight. I rolled 3 this time. Fantastic. So I need to believe in myself more. That's 2, 3, fight. I rolled, sorry, oops. 1 hit and a shield. So I kill 1. They're each going to attack for 2 because the Lich King's there. So that's 1. I'm going to use this card to block 2 more. So I'm going to take just 1 damage. And then I'm going to use a free travel card to move any hero on your space up to 2 spaces. Boink. So I could take the hit from that Abomination instead of killing Sylvanas. Okay. I'll leave that heal card for her. And that's going to end my turn. So draw 2 cards. Defend and a heal. I need attack cards. I need attack cards. At 2, 4, 6, 7. I'm at 7. Spawning at Warsong Hold, which I just cleared. I just cleaned that place up, man. Okay. Then activate Abominations. You're going to move 1. You're going to attack, but I'll take it for 2. Okay. Now it is Sylvanas' turn. She is going to heal. And she gets a +1 heal because she's in the same space with Lady Leadred. So she rolls 2 +1, 3 +1, 4, taking her to full health with 6. Ooh, that was close. That was a free action. All right. First. First action. Move. Second action, quest. I rolled 1 success. I don't have a fight card. Do I have a heal? Okay, so I'm going to use my heal and then my 1. And I have to discard a card. I'll discard a defend. That was my second action. Third action is the quest. I got 2 successes. 1, 2, and then I'll use the shield card. And then I have to discard. That was my third action. Fourth action. Let's keep the party going. Come on, just give me 3. Give me 3 successes. That's all I need. 3. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Nope, 2. So 1, 2, and then I'll use the travel card 1. I'm so close, and I gotta discard a card. Another defense. So close. So that ends my turn. Oh, so close. Draw 2 cards. There are my fight cards. Okay. Alright, draw 2 cards. Spawn at Amberpine Lodge. So 1, 1, despair. Oh, it's getting shaky. Getting shaky. Yes. Then abominations activate. Oh no. 1. 2 is gonna hit for 2. I'm gonna use this defend to prevent 2 damage in the Harry Spirit hero in your space. To block that. But boom. That one came up and it hit her, knocking her down to 0. So what happens when you die? Just make sure I do this right. I'm just gonna make sure I do this. Oh, this is gonna suck. Alright, so when a hero defeat. If a hero loses all of their health, they are defeated, and you follow these steps. Discard all cards from your hand. Well, you don't do that for solo play. Advance the despair track twice. Place your hero on their starting location with full health. In solo rules, you do not discard your entire hand on defeat. Yeah, I don't think you discard your entire hand on defeat. Otherwise, your other players would be screwed. So you just do the despair track twice. So we're almost we're losing. We're not doing great. So that ends her turn. Then we go to Lady Proudmoore. Teleport and quest. 3 successes. 1, 2. We defeat this lovely thing and don't suffer any damage from it. So we defeat it. Remove the quest token. And then we see what special ability that we got. One Quiet Night. Anytime, skip Spawn Ghoul and activate Abomination this turn. I will be using that immediately. Because that sucks. So that's 1 action to teleport, 2 to quest, 3... This is so bad. I could beat them. Maybe? I've got 2 attacks, which means I've got 2 successes. I would just need... what do I need? 3. I need 6. Oh my gosh. No, there's no way. There's no way I could beat both of them. I gotta try to thin them out because despair is gonna happen if I have to spawn another abomination. Ooh, but if she dies, I can lose the game and she only has 4 health. I'm gonna try to heal her. Let's do it. 4. Let's do it. I'm happy to be part of this plan. Let's do it. Go! 3! What? So that's 3 to kill you. You're dead. You would attack me back for 2. I would just take 1 damage. And then I'm going to use my last heal card to heal. I got 1 plus 1, 2, going to 5. Okay. Alright. Then we got to get working on the next quest. I'm going to play One Quiet Night, which basically says at the end of my turn, that's the end of my turn to play it. I draw 2 cards, a fight and a travel. One Quiet Knight says I don't spawn ghouls and I don't activate abominations for this turn only. So burn it. Yeah, characters return with full health. That's correct. Okay, so they don't activate. Lady Leandrin's turn. Come, fight. Let's do it. First move, second fight. I got 2 and 2 shield. I'm gonna make that a 4 and a 5. 3, 4, 5. Start clearing out some trash. Okay. Then I'm going to, so that was my second action. Then I'm going to free travel to move here and fight again for my third action. Dang it, that's only 1. You go to hit me, I block 1, but I still take 1. Fourth action. Gotta do it. 1, 2, 3. Dead. Whew. That was getting kind of dangerous. Okay. That was my fourth action. So, draw 2 cards. Fight and a heal. Good. Spawn at Terrace of the Makers. Spawn 3. So you see the game's moving a lot faster now because I'm not, once we start going through it. Abominations activate. There are none. Cool. Sylvanas' turn. Now we gotta start questing somewhere. So 1, 2. Let's do it. Quest. My other 2 will be questing. Come on. I got 3 successes. 1, 2, 3, plus 1 for the fight card. 4. Heroes cannot rest or connect, but I take 3 damage. So I will go down to 1, 2, 3 health. That's dangerous. I'll need to heal next, so I gotta hang on to that card. Cool. That's the end of my turn. Well, that was 3. I gotta heal now to be able to do it. So yeah, because 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 to quests. I'm gonna free heal. Oh, I can't rest. I can't rest here. Shoot. I can't rest here. Heroes cannot rest on connected. Oh, heroes cannot rest on connected spaces. I can rest here though. Yep, I sure enough can. I got 4 plus 1, 5, so I go up to full. 6. That was my free action, and then I will quest for my fourth action. So 1, 2, quest, free action, quest. Two successes. 1, 2, and I wish I hadn't used that. Well, actually, 1 for the shield, and then 1, 2. I could do that. You'll hit me for 3. I have a shield to block for 1, so I'm only going to take 2. 1, 2, going down to 4 health. And that ends my turn. So draw 2 cards. Wrap. And a Stronghold. Okay, so let's deal with the Stronghold first. We're going to put you here. That seems to be a problem. This. Pick this up. Draw the bottom card. The Nexus. Yeah, it's 3. Move the Lich King here. Spawn Abomination at the Nexus. Grab all these. Shuffle it up. Move that from the game. Oh. I didn't draw my 2 cards, did I? I didn't draw my 2 cards. Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I did draw my 2 cards. It was a Stronghold and a Scourge Rises. So I did draw my 2 cards. Okay. Put these here. And then spawn ghouls. Shadow Vault. Yay! So, I think we just lost. So it says, Unchecked buildings of the undead will hinder the invasion of Northrend and deploy the Lich King's most terrible. Do not place fourth. When an overrun occurs, advance into their spare track marker one space. Oh, it's just one space. Okay, not per. So boom, boom. And then they advance. We're close to losing. We're close to losing. Jaina's turn. We are close to losing. Okay, Jaina is going to first action, because she could take a hit. First action, teleport. Second action, quest. She got 2 successes and a shield. So, 2 successes, 1, 2. 1, 2. She is going to commit the travel card, and I don't have another card for Sylvanas to commit because we're not at the fight set. She's going to take 3 damage, but she blocks with 1, so she takes 2. And if she doesn't block properly this time, she will die. If I roll a 3, I beat it. Shoot. I'm gonna go for it. This could be bad. This could be the end of the game. This could be the end of the game, but I'm going for it. I'm going for it. Yes! Yes! 1, 2, 3, commit a fight. Boom! Defeated. Oh my gosh, what do we get? Argent Crusaders. Choose any hero, deal 5 damage to... Oh wait, anytime. Choose any hero, deal 5 damage divided among their space and connected spaces. Ooh! At any time I could do this. Anytime. Not during my turn. So when they get close, I will do it. So we've got 1 more quest to do, and then Icecrown opens up and we go fight the Lich King for the finale. So that was her first one was to teleport, second one was to quest, third one was to quest. She has 1 more. She is going to rest because she can do that now. And she gets 3, taking her back up to full. Woohoo! Alright. The god-awful thing happens now. Oh, draw 2 cards. 2 travels. Here we go. Theorem's End. That just seems to keep coming up. Abominations move 1 and 1. Okay. Your turn. I just need them to move 1 more. Then Sylvanas is going to move here and... So, let's see. Goodness. Things are getting crazy. Leandrin's turn. This always seems to be a problem. She could do 1... Oh, she can't get there. Shoot. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 to get there. No. 1, 2, 3. Fight. 2 plus 1. Clear it out. Okay. Okay. So she was where? Here? 1, 2. No, she was here. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's done. Draw 2 cards. Travel and a heal. Actually, I should burn this now. No, Theorem's End just drew, so I'm okay. Okay, so draw 2 cards. Warsong Hold. Dadgummit. I just lost. Boom. Game. And that's the game. And that's the game. Ah, it's like they just keep spawning. It's too much. Too much. So The spear track drops as an abomination appears at Warsong Hold, and we lose. That's it. It hit the bottom of the track. And that's the game. That's the thing. It's a challenge. So I decided to YOLO this one, so we cleared 2, which this is as far as I've always gotten. Was I'd clear 2 quests, and I'd have 1 left when I played the initial game. It was at Ulduar, where I had to fight Yogg-Saron, but I could never get there in time. And yeah, it's very much pandemic. It is, yeah. Yeah, so, and we lost, but the spawns are just insane. But yeah, and we lost the game. I was so close. So close. Like, that was to clear this out. Watch, what Terrace of the Makers? Nope. Amber Pine Lodge, which would have done it anyway. So I was gonna, my next move for her was to come here and start breaking this down. Ooh. Man. So, what did y'all think of it? I mean, what I like I said, I've never played Pandemic, but Yogi says it's very much Pandemic how it works. But what did you all think of it? I think it's fun. The areas, for me, I think the thing that really sings and is fun is that I can actually hear, like, visualize the different areas, because I remember playing this game multiple times and going to these different places. So, like, the avalanche at River's Heart and all that stuff, I remember that area and mining for thorium. But what did y'all think of it? Do you think it looks fun? Is it a different take on Pandemic, or is it exactly like Pandemic but just a reskin? I don't know. But moving around, having 4 actions is huge. I wish I had 4 actions in Mansions of Madness, but having 4 actions is huge. I think that really helps. Can you clarify some rules? On page 10, I believe under FAQ, second column towards bottom, it states not to spawn big beastie when 4th would be placed. You ignore it. Did I read that wrong? On page 8, overruns. Unchecked buildings of the undead will hinder the invasion of Northrend and deploy the Lich King's most terrible creations. If you would place a 4th ghoul on a space, an overrun occurs on that space instead. Do not place that 4th ghoul. When an overrun occurs, advance to the despair marker 1, then place 1 abomination on the overrun space. Ghouls do not outbreak to connected spaces like diseases in original Pandemic. That's where I read that one, Tara. So you were saying on page 10 FAQ. When an effect refers to your space, it's yours. Whenever effect allows you to interact with another hero, cards contributed to quests are not discarded. The value of a fighter travel. The players can make progress. The hand limit is 7. Multiple sources of additional healing stack. If you draw the Scourge Rises or Stronghold card, you do not draw a card to replace it. You cannot fight on a space without enemies. Yep. Lich King's damage applies. You win. Placing ghouls on a space while resolving the Scourge Rises does not cause an overrun. I never did that. So Tara, let me break this one down and explain it. I never overran with ghouls of that side because with Scourge Rises. So what it's saying is this card does not does not spawn abomination. This card doesn't do it. However, what ended up happening was this card would get placed. I would put 3. I shuffled that, and then when I go to the spawn ghouls phase, I would pull a spawn ghouls that would trigger the overrun phase. And that's what that means. That's what this thing is saying. Placing ghouls on spaces while resolving a Scourge Rises card does not cause an overrun. Ghouls are placed until there are 3 on the space. That never, I never spawned an overrun when drawing these cards. Overruns purely spawned from pulling from that deck. Yeah. Agree with Yogi. This is very Pandemic. I think there's a Pandemic Arkham Cthulhu you would probably like, which someone else mentioned that. Tara mentioned that. She said, if you like Pandemic style games, check out Reign of Cthulhu. So yeah, I'll have to check that out. I definitely have to check that out. But so far, I mean, I enjoyed this. I think this was fun. Actually, I think I have that. I do have that. Fred, one of my Patreons, Fred Babbitt, he I messaged in my Discord and I said, hey, why haven't I heard of this Cthulhu game? And Fred was like, I have it. Do you want it? And I said, sure. And he mailed it to me. So I do have the Cthulhu one. I just haven't opened up the box yet because I was busy learning this stuff and learning how to air spray paint, whatever the verbiage is, which I'm a complete fan of, by the way. So thanks, Brian, for helping me with that. Yeah, you own and love that one as well? Yeah. So just keep that in mind. Only overruns happen when you can't place any more, not because of the Scourge Rises card. So that's all that FAQ said. But this was it. I thought this was fun. So what would have ended up happening if I completed this quest? Icecrown Citadel would open, which means I would take the lovely, lovely Icecrown Citadel thing, right? Icecrown Citadel would open, which comes with that standee. We would make our way there, and when we made our way there, we would flip this card, and this is the final battle. We would have to do all this to fight the Lich King, and if we do that, we win. And the Lich King would move here, so this would flip over here to the top of to the Frozen Throne. He would move here, and then we would go there and fight him, basically. And that's what this is. That's what we would do. Well, thank you, Fred. Canje, go open it now. Like I said, I have it here. I'm not going to open it right now, but this is, but that's how it would play out. That's where the finale showdown would happen with that. But what you get, and I left it off of here because it doesn't look good standing up, but you get this nice little folded thing that you can put here, which is Icecrown Citadel. And I would have to look behind it and be like, oh, where's this thing? Oh, Shadow Vault's over there. So, yeah. That was Wrath of the Lich King. World of Warcraft Wrath of the Lich King, a pandemic system game by Z-Man Games. I think the game's fun. This is the 4th time I've played it, and I haven't beat it yet, so I got to keep playing it till I beat it. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you think it's fun. If it's, it might not be everyone's cup of tea. If you are like, I don't like it. Okay, that's fine. I do. So we'll see how that goes. And remember that you have other characters that you can play with other abilities. For instance, Muradin said, remove 1 ghoul from your space or connected space. So he could just get rid of 1. When you quest, you contribute 1 additional card, so you can contribute 2 cards. Thralls is Chain Lightning. Choose 3 connected spaces, including yours. Each roll 1 die and remove 1 ghoul, so it's just kind of chaining through. And I'm the War Chief. When a hero in your region quests, you can contribute 1 card, even if you're not in that quest space. Tyrion Forgering says, Ashbringer, when you fight, you may treat any shield as a fight. He's probably the best one for Abomination control. And press forward, move another hero up to 2 spaces. We've got Varian, which is Whirlwind. When you fight, you may roll re-roll 1 die if you want. And for the Alliance as a free action, move any number of ghouls from connected spaces to yours. So basically, he can pool them all together and then try to kill them. So, and if you got the promo card, which I can't seem to find, you get the other Bronzebeard that founded the Explorers League that I can't remember his name. But you get him to play as well as a character. So cool stuff. Yeah, no problem, Steven. I hope you enjoyed it. So, alright, let's go to the top and then talk about the rest. Okay, so that was World of Warcraft Wrath of the Lich King, a pandemic system game. Thank you for joining me. What's coming up? So, Tuesday, I will be playing Role Player Adventures. I'm going to be playing the side quest, and if I finish it fast enough, maybe, I will then go on to Adventure 6. So we'll see how that goes, because we are a fugitive on the run. Thursday, Steven, Pac-Man, Barrett is returning, and myself are getting back into Kingdom Death Monster for more dice rolling fun. And then I don't know what I'm going to play on Sunday, so I got to think about that and learn a new game. Plus, I also have to do the demo playthrough with Roger Deering for Dungeon Crusade Solar Crusader so that I can play that next week. So we'll see how that goes. And that's going to be a morning stream because I'm sure that game's going to take me a while. The plastic oh, you're putting it together, Yogi? That's awesome. So I know Steven was doing an unboxing last night. It was late for me. I'd been like up all day working, so I fell asleep. But if you go to his site, I believe Steven, did you do the unboxing? Your unboxing for KDM? Because I know he was supposed to be doing his unboxing. I hope that he got it. He got it unboxed. You could check it out at An Excuse for Gaming, which is his YouTube page. Check him out. Show him some love. Also, next week Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern, I'll be returning to Rob from Rob's Gaming Table, myself, Kate, and Mel and Cynthia, because Kate won't be able to make this one, are going to be getting back into Gloomhaven Digital, where we'll be continuing the campaign, and then Kate will be back the following week, so she can play as well. So it'll be, I didn't do it, going to try tonight. hopefully you get it. Hopefully you get it. We want to get you into the space. Spirit Island with me Sunday. I've never played Spirit Island. I've heard fantastic things about it. I don't own it. I think it may be something I asked Santa for, so we'll see if I get it. But I have another game I want to try to learn to play to bring to the table. And I may be doing an unboxing of that game. It's been sitting on my shelf in wrapper since it arrived, and I haven't unboxed it. So I may do an unboxing of it and then figure out the solo rules and play it. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. But yes, I have a Kickstarter that delivered that I have not unboxed yet. So, and it's been here with me for that game probably delivered like 5 months ago, and I haven't unboxed it yet. So, I may do an unboxing stream tomorrow, actually, to unbox that, and then I'll learn the solo rules and play it Sunday. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. It depends on how the rules go that I read through for Roger stuff. I also have a couple other games that are coming to the channel. Hopefully before this month is out, if not early in January. I've got Star Scrappers Orbital that's supposed to be coming. Intrepid that's supposed to be coming. Let's see, what else is another one that I haven't touched yet? The game that I'm not telling you what it is until I do the unboxing. Transformers, the deck building game. I've got the Kickstarters for Aventuria delivered that I need to get back into that because a dear friend who passed got me into that game, and so I need to pay homage. I've got 2 other games. Oh, it's just so much. I know. I haven't unboxed it, but I will. I heard it's a really great game. It's a 2-player game or a 2 to 4 player game that the community invented solo rules for, and that's the reason why I haven't unboxed it yet. But I'm gonna try it out and see how it goes. So look to the west in the coming dawn. Is it the west or the east? Look to the east at the rising of the 3rd day, and we'll see how it goes. All right, thanks everybody for joining me. There's so much stuff left to play and so much stuff to deliver, so we'll see how it goes. Okay. Thanks. If I made any mistakes in the game, let me know in the comments below. If you like it, give me a like and a thumbs up. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you would. Other things like you can catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and the Patreon's down there if you're interested as well, so you don't have to, but if you're interested. Other than that, that's all I got. Enjoy your Sunday, and no more ranting from me. I will see you all next time. Bye, everybody.